All right, let's correct the record. There has been a flurry of excitement since day one that XRP reaching the historic $10,000 mark was not only possible but certain. That prediction recently received a huge boost, and guess what? We are discussing the fact that Larry Frink of Blackrock is providing support for this. Imagine this. He's not merely referring to a pitiful $10,000 per XRP, he's referring to it as a basic requirement. Oh no, this is the juicy part. Imagine that financial behemoths like Vanguard and BlackRock are now giving XRP significant consideration for their cross-border transactions. Don't worry, things will get better. Rumor has it that BlackRock will introduce an ETF that focuses on XRP. Yes, you heard correctly. There's more though, nor did Larry Frink stop there. The enormous $30 trillion real estate market is what he is examining. You know what lies at the core of its future? You got it. The XRP ledger is prepared to tokenize everything. Additionally, the International Swaps and Traders Association is prepared to tear up the XRP ledger with an astounding $1.2 quadrillion from the ISD. Not simply $10,000 per XRP is at stake here. Kids play like that. It's possible that the value of XRP will soar to as much as $60,000. Amazing, isn't it? Let's go on to the following section. BlackRock's XRP's Larry Frink revealed yet another shocking revelation. He's acting, not just talking. A significant development that will tokenize everything is imminent for Ripple and its digital asset XRP. Additionally, we have a clip in the next section of our video that is sure to draw attention. BlackRock's EA's transition to an XRP ETF has been confirmed by Larry Frink personally. Therefore, we should not wait much longer. You've been waiting for this clip. One example of how we're legitimizing it is the emergence of Bitcoin ETFs. We're making things safer. Are you going to do another ETF? What about an ETF for XRP? I am aware that you have Ether out there. I grow wheat. What about XRP? Can you respond to that? I am unable to. And you'd rather that I not? Yes, I do. No, I can't. Okay, I'm getting the rap from them. Thank you. The cryptocurrency market has seen a flurry of abnormalities in recent days, especially with regard to XRP. Imagine this: XRP's value skyrocketed to an incredible $43,000 on the well-known global exchange Crypto.com. This isn't an isolated incident, rather, it's a part of a larger pattern of XRP's value unexpectedly rising. Do you recall last week's discussion of a $7,000 XRP malfunction at a major exchange? Now it's the turn of Crypto.com, and it appears that these abrupt increases in XRP's value are happening frequently on several exchanges. Let's change our focus though and talk about something equally amazing that I discovered after extensive investigation and has nothing to do with BlackRock or the general XRP market boom. We're going to get into a topic about Gary Gensler, the famous SEC chairman who took over for Jake Clinton. As you may already be aware, Gensler constantly classifies XRP as a security. This is when the interesting part begins. Robert M. Gensler, Gary Gensler's identical twin brother, is the same age as Gary and has a strikingly similar appearance. As the vice president of Troll Price, Robert plays a significant role in the company. Now, if you look a little closer, you'll see that Troll Price isn't just any investment company. It's one of the biggest ones, making significant investments in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and yes, XRP. Thus, this connection is intriguing. His twin brother is actively involved in an investing firm that holds a sizable stake in XRP and other cryptocurrencies, despite Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, still classifying XRP as a security. It's an intriguing contrast that begs many questions regarding the complex processes at work in the realm of Bitcoin investments and laws. This leads us to an intriguing prospect. Could Troll Price's Vice President Robert Gensler have unique knowledge regarding XRP's potential similar to that of Ethereum and Bitcoin? The firm's substantial investments in these three cryptocurrencies lend credence to this notion. Even though the SEC openly rejects the idea of insider trading, a number of studies and investigations have indicated otherwise. These investigations, which have focused on insider trading and market manipulation, have consistently exposed dubious behavior within the SEC. A pattern seems to be taking shape. It appears that SEC officials are informing their relatives about the digital assets that may soon no longer be classified as securities. These family members then make early investments, and the asset's value soars once it is formally deemed non-security. This enables these friends and family members to purchase low and sell high, and make a healthy profit. Let's examine the likelihood that Robert N. Gensler might have had insider information about the SEC's possible defeat in a lawsuit against XRP from his brother Gary Gensler. According to this information, Congress may try to get Ripple Labs and the SEC to reach a settlement, making it the ideal moment for astute investors to purchase XRP. Another dimension to this story is added by seeing how the price of churro is gradually directing money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most especially XRP. Even if the cryptocurrency industry is humming about XRP possibly hitting incredible heights of $10,000, $20,000, or even $60,000, analysts like Jack the Rippler, who have been optimistic on XRP, forecast an enormous growth in its value that might surpass $589. Despite being audacious, this prediction highlights the increased interest and conjecture surrounding XRP and its potential in the cryptocurrency market. Wall Street is interested in a slice of the rich XRP market, and I believe that an XRP ETF will be the first major move. However, let's look more closely at this trend. We have some interesting news from Crypto Basic. According to an analyst, JP Morgan has made a big move into XRP, and a former Ripple director has taken notice. This discovery really made me wonder, and it's something we need to investigate. This is how the narrative unfolds. Ben Armstrong, who was once connected to the BitBoy cryptocurrency brand, rekindled some contentious allegations over JP Morgan's purported XRP investment, causing an ex-Ripple director to react. In a series of articles, prominent crypto figure Armstrong disclosed that JP Morgan may have purchased a substantial 7.5 million XRP tokens. Armstrong continues by asserting that this transaction amounts to around 7.5% of JP Morgan's overall fortune. But wait, since this math appears completely incorrect. For comparison, 7.5 million XRP, at its current price of 4.46 million, is not even close to representing 7.5% of JP Morgan's fortune. Armstrong's figure doesn't quite add up, given that JP Morgan's total assets as of their 2023 assessment are an astounding $3.89 trillion. Armstrong, however, highlights the importance of JP Morgan's purported approach, implying that they are covertly hoarding XRP. He claims that this establishes JP Morgan as a rising force in the Bitcoin space. There is a story about Wall Street behemoths like JP Morgan possibly getting involved in the cryptocurrency space, particularly with XRP. Although the calculations may be a little dubious, the notion of big financial firms getting involved in the space isn't to be disregarded. With XRP at the heart of some intriguing developments, it suggests a broader trend of traditional finance interacting with the digital currency industry. Armstrong's audacious remarks have also brought attention to asset management giant Blackrock CC. He is causing a commotion by claiming that Blackrock CT is now considering XRP for its investment portfolio, following the approval of the iShares Bitcoin ETF. Armstrong continued after it. Additionally, he is focusing on the ongoing legal battle between the US SEC and Ripple. These financial titans' strong conviction in XRP's bright future is demonstrated by their aggressive investment in the cryptocurrency, despite the continuing legal drama. Consider the possibility that this accumulation tendency is real. It would indicate that despite XRP's regulatory turbulence, major financial entities are placing bets on it. The truth is that Wall Street's adoption of cryptocurrency was always a possibility. Even though I've been discussing this for more than 5 years, it seemed like a pipe dream at the time. But now that Bitcoin is in the lead, do you believe XRP won't do the same? I would have to disagree politely. When is more important than if. However, Armstrong's depiction of the particular situation may not be the complete picture. The plot thickens though. Former Ripple director Matt Hamilton responded to Armstrong's stunning accusations with a strong dose of skepticism, questioning the validity of such a transaction. Additionally, considering the large supply of XRP, he wondered what effect it would truly have on the cryptocurrency. Hamilton then pulls out a calculator. Considering that there are 100 billion XRP in circulation, 7.5 million XRP represents a meager 0.0075%. Hamilton